Hey everybody, I hope y'all are having an amazing day today. My name is Mercer, and today we've got another death battle prediction. Again, this is a day late because I have to work on some school stuff for a little bit, and then when I get into the summer, I'll be able to post them right after. But yeah, Poe versus Iron Fist right after Blake versus Mikasa. This looks really fun. I'm really excited for this. This did surprise me a bit. I will say that majority wise, I did not consider this fight legacy, but now I know officially that this season only isn't only for legacy, but also very requested of fights. And this fight is really cool. I honestly really like both of these characters. I sort of into Kung Fu Panda. I haven't really gotten into it as much as I was when I was a kid. And Iron Fist, I think, is a really cool Marvel character. I think Iron Fist has like a whole bunch to choose from in terms of his character arc. And he's one of the best martial artists in the Marvel universe. So he's really, really cool. What do I think of this fight? Personally, well, I actually very much like it. I think it's more of a pleasant surprise. Poe, honestly, is a character I didn't expect to Death Battle. He's just a animated movie character that I just didn't think would be here. If any animated movie character would be here, I really wouldn't know what to pick first. But Poe, I actually really like. I really like Jack Black. I think he's a cool actor. And this fight is a really cool idea. I think that it could blend well, just like the chi, the martial arts, and how they portray the characters would be done in a really nice fashion and in a just thorough way. What did I think of Blake versus Mikasa? Mikasa, I'm sorry, guys. I've been watching a lot of subbed recently. Um, I'll get to my review later, but overall, it was a pretty good fight. Let's talk about who wins. Now, this is a whole lot harder than I thought, but when it came down to the facts, and I'll show you in a little bit, it was pretty difficult to decide. We know Iron Fist is actually capable of much higher feats than people put him at. He can do damage to the Hulk and Scar, though it is rare, and that is when he mastered or learned to control his chi a lot easier than he anticipated. I think it's pretty clear he was said to be able to stop a train and fire it out on a rare occasion, as well as moving at supersonic speeds. He can also do a large amount of damage towards mountain ranges. I think it says max potential, and keep up maybe even with Spider-Man. Though this is in the cartoon, he's capable of the same sort of feats in his comic series. Really depends on the one we're looking at. But yeah, he can throw chi through his hands, and he can master it in a better way. Obviously, he's an amazing martial artist, and the control of chi in his hands, I think, is one of the better factors. One thing he has more control of as Iron Fist. He's also capable of scaling to people like Daredevil and Jessica Jones in physical combat, not in their own strength and speed, as well as being able to do it Luke Cage, who is considered to be invincible. I think he's also stated he can rupture a building, and I think this is a max potential, so this is a pretty high ball. He should be around 800, 850 tons, so he could be around high building level to high city block level. Pretty nice estimate for Danny, honestly. Danny Rand is Iron Fist's real name, but it's a pretty nice estimate. It's also really generous, as he should not be capable of that kind of power, but that's really a really high ball. On to Poe, who's a trained martial artist. He should realistically be able to control his chi in a healing and more kind of focused manner until he reached the third movie in the saga, which I did see. He has mastered most martial arts. I think the reason they call it like kung fu is because he should be capable of anything the Fearsome Five can do and more. Despite being a panda, he's extremely nimble, as well as being able to keep up with Tai Lung's supersonic speeds. And when he literally slammed Tai Lung into the air, I think that max potential was put around 4.5 tons, and that was just in the beginner level. He's capable of a whole lot more. Tigress was capable of over 10 to 16 tons, and Poe can easily go into that higher level. He was also capable of destroying the city he lives in through max potential in base form, so that could put him around the city level. Iron Fist could do the same, though he's more likely city block level. But overall, even when he goes into the final Dragon Warrior state, that's massively powerful. I think he was capable of leveling the Spirit Realm, which is considered to be the Earth Realm, sort of like the Avatar. Um, I think in a Spirit Realm, Poe obviously has the advantage, and he can't take and um, I'm sorry, my phone's just buzzed, guys. He can take and move people out of the Spirit Realm at ease. It's kind of like something like an inner portal, kind of like Scorpion's Hell in Mortal Kombat. I think, or just the hell in Mortal Kombat. I think that Scorpion can do. I'm sorry, I'm lollygagging here. I think that Poe will likely have the advantage. I think he should realistically be stronger. He's got some pretty high calcs. There was also the calculation about the what are they called? Black Tortoise in the what was it? Like the Legends series for Kung Fu Panda, not and that was put at planet level, and Poe could be put at planet level, but the same could technically be said for Iron Fist when he goes all out, and when he fought Scar, who could be put at planet level. Really, it really depends on how they could do this. I think overall, though, I think it's more likely that Poe will win because he seems to have a higher advantage in terms of physical stats, chi control, and his ability to move in and out of the spirit realm. So, moving on to Blake versus Mikasa. What did I think of that fight? I thought overall it was well done. It was really well done. It was a lot more than I expected, and I did get it right. So my streak is continuing this season. Though, to be frank, a lot of the episodes were a lot more easier to predict than others. I think the hardest one was probably like Heihachi versus Geese so far, maybe even this one, or maybe even Poe versus Iron Fist. This fight was really well done. I felt like they did a lot of work. They gave Attack on Titan its full credit. They gave Blake her credit, unlike Yang versus Tifa. This one was, this one I didn't feel was wrong. I felt Yang versus Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII was wrong. I felt like in reality Tifa would win that fight because she has much higher scaling, especially if you looked at Supernova. But this one I felt like was fair. It was done in a really well done manner, and they didn't go for the whole like strength, speed, durability feat. They went into like comparing their weapons and arsenal as well as their physical stats, which was really well done. And they compare those abilities to their scales and physical stats. It was done really, really well. I felt like, and then the animation, the way that they moved, the way the camera followed was just amazing. It was so reminiscent of Attack on Titan, and that track had that perfect mix. Great job, really nice. Overall, a really well done fight, I gotta say. Yeah, just felt like it was done well. But overall, for Poe versus Iron Fist, I do think Poe will likely win that fight. I thought Blake versus Mikasa, I would give Blake versus Mikasa, I think I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. It was really well done. There were a couple janks in the animation, very hard to notice though. Obviously, I think the reference to the Titan at the end was pretty nice. And in the analysis, they did scale Blake to Mercury and Emerald, which really isn't as fair as I would presume, but they did really well. However, she did beat them though. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Always be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you all later.